Well, we just had this conversation, but let's talk into telling the universe what to do instead of asking it what to do.
Okay.
Careful what you ask
So-
for, you will get it.
Good.
Not just you might get it, you will get it.
So I just made the comments, how soon am I gonna need artwork in Grand Prairie? I have a collection of artwork that happens to be sitting right here, because I picked it up from the Nelson Gallery, who, because I'm no longer local, won't carry my work.
Speak up a smidge.
So here I am, moving to a new community as an internationally published artist. How long do you think it's going to take me to go and check out their art center? And when I do that, if I have art with me, I will now have a new place to carry my artwork. If I don't,
Here's another one of them ones, see?
I will need to go back and do it again and again until I actually have some work with me. So if we want to manifest something, there's the bottom line right there. If I have my work with me, I'm telling them, here's the art you can carry. If I don't have my art with me, then I have to say to them, are you willing to carry it? Okay? So the difference being is, one, I'm telling them, you have an opportunity to take my work and sell it, make some money for you, do all that kind of stuff, or I'm going to give them permission to let me know whether or not my work is good enough for them to consider. So, take that to a higher level. Rockstar parking. We all want the best parking in the world. We tell the universe, give me rockstar parking, or we ask the question, will there be rockstar parking? And if you start to check the difference, start to do it and start to practice it, you'll notice a difference. But the bottom line when we said this is, should I be asking when I pray? Should I be telling when I pray? Or talk to my guides or my angels or whatever way you want to call it. The minute that you ask, you have given away the ability to make the choice. You're telling somebody else that they can make the choice for you. That also says that there's something lacking. So are you coming from a place of lack? Or are you coming from a place of abundance that you're going to share? It's that simple. If you tell the universe what you want, it will come. Then you have to have trust, faith, patience, understanding, all that stuff to know that whatever you just said you want is on its way to you. You have to work at it, do what you're inspired to do every day. Keep it moving, keep it rolling. People talk about vision boards and they look at their picture and say, okay, this is coming into my world. It's not a question of is it coming in, it's a question of this is what I see coming. And every time that you're reminded of it, you remember that it's coming, it's on its way. So they work from the perspective that yes, your energy is there, it's focused, it continues to keep that energy flowing. The minute that you sidestep, then it goes off to somebody else because you are no longer in the target zone of where it was going.
In that you deflect it with doubt.
You deflect it with doubt. Absolutely. And that's the bane of most of our existence. We don't believe we're deserving enough to receive what we want to have, so we deflect it with doubt. It's that simple. I say that a lot.
It's that simple?
Simple, like I said, simple is hard. Simple is not an easy thing to live. But the minute that we stop making it complicated for ourselves, it really is simple. And the biggest thing that we have to learn as a human is to stay the hell out of our way. And we do that by our thinking processes, not by what we feel, but by what we think. We feel what we think. Think always comes first. Did you ever have a sound session with me?
A Voz session?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did we, a personal one or just a group one?
I think it was just a group one.
Okay.
I might have even done both.
I can't remember.
Group one for sure.
I don't have any files, so anybody
Yeah.
who's ever had one All of their files are gone, completely wiped. My computer completely destroyed everything.
Yeah.
So I had to start from scratch. But in the process, the graph that they show you, which is we should do this one day, is set it up and do one so we can actually look at how that goes. And
Absolutely.
It's a really good explanation. It's a good visual. Your connection with your soul is what we call infinite possibility. So whether you call it collective consciousness, God, whatever it is, your soul self, that connection to something outside of your human body is what creates the spiritual energy that your human costume is working with. Then we go from that spiritual space into what we think, into what we feel, and the body is the manifestation of what's going on at a subconscious level. So when we talked about the chakras, this whole being the physical, this all being the ethereal, everything is going to come through heart. So if you listen to your heart, right? So when you have that bridge that's telling you this is what we're thinking and feeling or wanting to have happen, this is what we're experiencing, and the body is telling us how to read that. And if we're paying attention and listening to it, then we know better what it was we came here to do, what it is we're experiencing, why we're experiencing it, what energies we want to, correct is not the word, bring more of in or a little less of. Balancing, right? So in that process, we totally get to understand the whole concept of how to manifest our reality. Because your reality is what you think it is. Period. We moved yesterday all day, so lower back stiff, right?
Missing you stuff.
In the human way, we would say, I worked hard yesterday, my back is stiff. But my body's also saying, yeah, you worked hard yesterday, but you're about to walk away from every support system that you know in this town. So why do I really hurt? Where's the fear? Where's the whatever that comes around it? Is I got no support system in my new town.
Not yet.
Right? I know what to fix. But in the meantime, my body's letting me know where to pay attention.
But on that too, the support system in the new town, like you say, you're leaving the support system, but like you said, you needed somebody to help you move, and ipso facto, presto changeo, here comes Michael.
Yeah, it's hilarious because we'd actually talked about that, talked about whether or not to put an ad out because we thought, like, well, get somebody, some kid, right? But then on the other hand, then I'm spending more time telling them what I want them to do, then I can just get that part of it done, right? And knowing you as well as I do, hey, Tetris, make it happen. And I'm out of the way. So it was kind of funny because it wasn't about, yeah, I needed certain things to go certain places, but once we knew what direction they were going, who cares how it got packed, right? And I don't want to.
This needs to go to a particular place.
Nor did I need to be overseeing it, and I didn't want to have to oversee it. Right? So it was like, yeah, we need something to happen, and all of a sudden this kid out of nowhere that I haven't seen in a couple of years and haven't really talked to is going, hey, I'm coming through. And you shouldn't have had the time to do this. Yet your world changed to allow it to be open, and there it is. Mm-hmm. Right? That's manifesting in its finest.
Yeah, and on that note, my next stop is in Washington. You'll meet this guy, Sunray Kelly. And I was supposed to be there Saturday, but I got an email from him right before I left Kelowna that said, come Monday instead. So, boom, I got 2 days wide open, and yeah, help him move.
Cool.
Actually, no, the email said Monday feels better, which obviously is because you needed help.
I needed help. That's a funny statement. When you think about it.
Everybody needs help. Or assistance, if nothing else.
See, and the words...
Ooh, words, yes.
Words, right? Okay, so, yeah, I needed help. But did I need help? No.
No.
I could have got the job done. Could have got it all. It would have taken much longer. Mm-hmm. But support. See how much more empowering? Mm-hmm. I needed a support system. I need support that was there. The support showed up and is helping, but at the same time, it's like I needed help. It's not necessarily, and this is where a lot of people get trapped up. I need help. I don't need anything. I didn't need help. The job would have got done. Am I open to accepting and receiving that gift of help? Absolutely. No doubt whatsoever. But at the same time, and that's where we give our power away.
The help is almost from a victim point of view, where support is a team, a network.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not about the words, it's about the energy behind it. Right? So when you say to me you needed help, you're not telling me that I'm incapable of doing it. And that's not the energy that you use behind it. But those words automatically pull up that energy for people. Right? And we talked about victims before. And we're going to do a whole nother series about bullying. Because that's just going to get into this really long thing, because I've already told you I don't buy into it. I don't believe it. And that's an interesting timing. Schools, classes, and I've never ever, and I will say it over and over again, I teach art, I teach metaphysics, do whatever, teach even meditation. Do not turn off your cell phone. Is the first thing I will tell people in my class. If your life is interfering so badly that you need to have to deal with something while you're in my group, then you need to do that for whatever reason. But the other part of it is we are asking our guides, our angels, our spirit, again, whatever you want to call it,
Crystal?
to say something. Hold on a second, hon. And then a bell goes off at some point when something's being said. Somebody sneezes. A siren is going, right? That needs to be paid attention to, whatever was being said, because that's your universal connection going, this is important.
That's how angels speak.
That's how they speak. So never, 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 ever will I make somebody turn off a cell phone in my class, because that's when angels are going to say, whatever's going on right now, you need to listen to these words, right? And it happens regularly in my world. Einstein said, if it weren't for the last minute, a lot of things would not get done. When I was a kid, I calligraphed
I said.
that and stuck it on my high school locker wall. I still believe it, and you're seeing proof of it. We're leaving town tomorrow morning, and finally we're getting around to dealing with some stuff that could have been done many, many times, but other things got in the way.
Ooh.
I have just divested myself.
You couldn't have done this sooner because you had to hang on to it until you were done nursing.
It's the sense of permanence, right?
So on the tangent of could have been done but didn't, you want to go into free will versus fate?